The iPhone was already popular, the App Store was exploding, and smartphones were officially mainstream. But in 2009, Apple realized something important. It wasn't just about innovation anymore, it was about speed. That's exactly why Apple introduced the iPhone 3GS. The S didn't stand for style or size. It stood for speed, and Apple made sure everyone felt it. The iPhone 3GS was released on June 19, 2009, and at first glance it looked almost identical to the iPhone 3G, same curved design, same 3.5-inch display, same overall feel. Some people even thought Apple wasn't trying anymore. But the real changes were hidden inside, and they were massive. Performance was the biggest upgrade. The iPhone 3GS featured a faster Samsung-based processor and doubled the RAM to 256 megabytes. That might sound small today, but back then it made a huge difference. Apps opened faster, scrolling felt smoother, and multitasking became more reliable. This was the first iPhone that truly felt fast in everyday use. The display remained a 3.5-inch screen, but responsiveness improved noticeably. Touch input felt more accurate, animations were smoother, and typing felt quicker. Apple was refining the iPhone experience instead of reinventing it, and users loved that. Camera performance took a big step forward. Apple upgraded the main camera from 2 megapixels to 3 megapixels, but the real game changer was video recording. For the first time ever, an iPhone could record video -480p at 30 frames per second. This might seem basic today, but in 2009, having video recording on a phone felt revolutionary. Apple also added tap-to-focus, making photos and videos feel more controlled and professional. Storage options were expanded as well. The iPhone 3GS came in 8 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes, and for the first time ever, a massive 32 gigabytes option. This allowed users to store more apps, music, videos, and photos than ever before. Combined with the growing App Store, storage suddenly mattered a lot. Battery life also saw improvements thanks to better optimization. Apple didn't dramatically increase battery size, but efficiency improved, allowing users to get through a full day of calls, browsing, and media playback more reliably. It wasn't perfect, but it was clearly better than before. Software was another major highlight. The iPhone 3GS launched with iPhone OS 3.0, introducing features users had been begging for: copy and paste, MS messaging, spotlight search, and voice control. Yes, voice control existed on the iPhone years before Siri. These features made the iPhone feel more complete and more powerful than any competitor at the time. Speaking of competition, this was the moment Android phones started to appear seriously. But Apple stayed ahead by focusing on polish, consistency, and ecosystem. The App Store continued to grow rapidly, and developers optimized their apps specifically for the faster iPhone 3GS hardware. The iPhone 3GS proved something important. Innovation doesn't always mean radical redesign. Sometimes refining performance and fixing weaknesses is what truly wins users over. Many people who skipped the first 2 iPhones upgraded to the 3GS, and for them, this was the phone that made them fall in love with Apple. Looking back today, the iPhone 3GS represents Apple's transition from experimentation to dominance. The foundation was set, the ecosystem was growing, and the iPhone was no longer just a trend, it was the future. This was episode 03 of the History of iPhone series on ATM Communicate. In the next episode, Apple completely changes the design and introduces one of the most iconic phones ever made, the iPhone 4. If you don't want to miss that moment, make sure you're subscribed.